What am I doing at the Adelaide Central bus station on Franklin Street at 6:30 in the morning? I'll tell you, we're going to Kangaroo Island. Now, do you know what? Kangaroo Island's got to be one of the most beautiful spots in South Australia, but the locals, that's us guys that live in SA, there's only about under 25% of us that have actually taken the time to get over to KI and have a bit of a look. I found this book here, and inside it is a Kangaroo Island day trip. It's under $250, lunch included, everything. Your Sea-Link trip over, and we're going to see what exactly you get for $248. Here we are at Cape Jervis. This is where the Sea-Link ferry leaves. And get this, it can leave up to 12 times a day during busy periods. From here, for us, it's just a 45-minute ferry ride and we arrive at the destination, Kangaroo Island. After landing on Kangaroo Island, we were back on the bus and we met our local guide. He was a wealth of knowledge.
Is in the middle of the island called Parndurna, and Parndurna has a population.
Andy had us hanging off every word he was saying.
The island's entire population is 4,159 residents, which equates to a little over 1 square kilometre per person.
This is stop number 1 on our tour, a place called Seal Bay. This is the only place in the world where you can actually walk amongst the seals as they rest on the beach. So, in order to do that, we need to meet the site manager. Her name's Jeanette, and she's just in there. Let's go check her out. Now, tell us, what's so special about the Seal Bay area?
Seal Bay, for me, I'm very biased, is one of the most amazing places that you'll ever go, but it's the only place that you can actually go on a guided tour and walk amongst a colony of wild animals, Australian sea lions.
Wow, so that's nowhere else in Australia can you do what we're about to do?
Nowhere else in Australia.
Now, there's something pretty special about the pregnancy of the Australian fur seal, isn't there?
Certainly is. Australian sea lion females are pregnant for 17 and a half months.
My wife was whinging for 9 months of pregnancy.
Absolutely. Nobody ever wants to come back in their second life as an Australian sea lion female.
And they get pregnant within like 10 days or something.
That's
after.
Right, you're absolutely right. She gives birth to the baby, 7 to 10 days later, she's pregnant again. And then pregnant for 17 and a half months. And the whole time she's pregnant, she's feeding the baby from the season before.
Now that's a good mother. And no baby bonuses when it comes to seals?
No,
none.
Indeed.
Now normally on a fine day, the seals are scattered along the beaches. Of course you can't blame them on a day like this. They're also hiding and finding a bit of protection. But look just over my shoulder, I mean, how cool is that and how close are we to these beautiful animals? Geez, they're cute when they're little, aren't they? He wants to join the bus tour, it's that good. He's like, under $250 to see all of KI, I'm on board. It was his fault. And then it was back on board and off for a bite of lunch. The Sea-Link Kangaroo Island day trip comes complete with a 2-course included lunch. Yum. We're knee-deep in the Kangaroo Island day tour. This is stop number 3. We've just had a beautiful lunch here at Vivon Bay. Now we've got a birds of prey demonstration. We've got Dave here. Now, Dave, firstly, what on earth is that on your arm?
This young fella here is Merlin. Merlin is a male peregrine falcon, fastest animal on Earth, 396 kilometres an hour.
Is that right?
That's what they've been timed at in a vertical dive.
So what have you trained young Merlin to do?
Merlin does fly. We get him to chase a lure, but he had a power line when he was just a young bloke, so his shoulder's ruined, so he can't go back to the wild, but he's a wonderful ambassador for his species.
Now, Dave, the Kangaroo Island day tour includes your birds of prey show. What can we expect to see?
Well, it just depends on the day. Usually eagles, falcons, owls. We've got a beautiful pair of kookaburras that can fly as well.
Right, yep.
We've got an owl to sit on your knee generally.
Yeah.
It's a hands-on demonstration. We have people get up, put a glove on, the birds fly through them. Wonderful photo opportunities for people as well there. All right, mate.
We'll better let you warm up the birds and we'll go grab a seat. Good luck with it.
No worries. All right.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye.
The bus tour around Kangaroo Island continues. We're doing it all in a day. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the most spectacular parts of Kangaroo Island. We're right over on the western side, and these big rocks behind me, I think we all know what they're called. Remarkable rocks. How good are they? As you can see, the weather was pretty rough, but everyone loved Remarkable Rocks. Then it was back on the bus to our final destination for the day, the famous Admiral's Arch. This is Admiral's Arch on Kangaroo Island, and apart from the fact that the winds are currently blowing at about 750 nautical miles per hour, this has got to be one of the most beautiful spots in South Australia. Look, if you do live in Adelaide or regional SA and you haven't made the effort to come to Kangaroo Island, you are seriously missing out. The Sea-Link day trip to Kangaroo Island costs $248 per person, but that includes the bus trip from Adelaide, ferry costs, Seal Bay guided tour, Flinders Park entry, 2-course lunch and a birds of prey show, plus the bus ride home. It's a big day and you really see so much stuff.
here's an easy way to get a taste of what is a beautiful island.